which, yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. So my talk today is about New Year detox. So, and also I can call it a body reset. So maybe I'll pull my chair up so I don't have to squat. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's see, I think I can scroll. So important talking points. What is detox? Why should you do it? Maybe you've been thinking about doing a detox. We're going to break down what a detox is. We're going to talk about forming good habits, briefly touch on intermittent fasting, and talk about a challenge this month. So, detox. A process or period of time in which one abstains from or rids the body of toxic or unhealthy substances. That's the definition of a detox. This can be customized for you based on your own goals or concerns about your health. For example, if, I'm going to use myself as an example here, Alzheimer's runs in my family quite a bit, actually. So one of my main health concerns based on that is sugar, which we're going to talk a lot about today. Not a lot about it because we don't have that much time, but we're going to touch on it. Sugar, we all know sugar's not that good for us, right? But sugar actually can increase your chances of getting dementia and Alzheimer's, because if you eat a lot of high carb food or a lot of sugary foods, your body has trouble processing all of it. The enzymes that would process it in the insulin can only do so much. So they're going to get rid of the stuff in the body that's going to kill you before they're going to get rid of the sugar in the brain. So those are the kinds of things that cause the amyloids, the plaque buildup, which can cause Alzheimer's and dementia. The other reason is because your blood vessels can't process the sugar. Actually makes your blood vessels weaker, and the blood to the brain can be over time diminished. So that can cause dementia as well. So that might be a concern. Your concern might be heart disease. You might have that in your family. You might have cancer in your family. So there's things you might want to do to detox based on what's going on with your own health concerns. Are you eating too much food? Are you eating too little food? Maybe you skip lunch because you're busy at your desk and you totally am like, oh my God, I didn't eat lunch today. And right about now, your blood sugar's plummeting and you're like, oh my God, I'm tired, and my energy level's not great throughout the day. So that might be a reason to do a detox too. Obviously eating unhealthy foods is a reason to do a detox. But there are, even if you eat healthy, there's some theories that are saying that there's toxins in all the foods that we eat. Even the fruits and vegetables have pesticides. So sometimes it's a reason to do one just because of that. Are you stalled in your weight loss program? Concerned about the environmental impact of the food that you're eating, the ethical treatment of animals, or have you always been wanting to try a plant-based diet? So this is sort of a broad encompass of why you might want to do it. So these are those things that we just talked about. Maybe you want to give up some of your lifestyle habits or change some of your habits. You want to try fasting because you haven't done it, giving up processed foods, giving up sugar. There are different methods, and all of these are viable detoxes that you can do. You can give up one, or you can give up many. You can just give up sugar. You can just give up alcohol. You'll see a difference just with that. So it's kind of like, how far do you want to take it? How important is it to you? What are the things that are important to you? So kind of figuring that out is like, I think I told Lisa, I think she sent out something about doing a little accounting of what you eat during the week and drink during the week. And you might look at that and say, oh my God, I'm eating no fruit and vegetables really, or I'm eating a lot of red meat, and my red meat's hard to process and causes some inflammation in your gut. Maybe that's something you want to give up. So I've got some resources, and again, this is based on what you feel like is better for you. For me personally, I eat pretty healthy. I had, what did I have for lunch? I had eggs scrambled with avocado, and I had some roasted Brussels sprouts. That was my lunch. So it was pretty good, and I had seltzer water. I wanted to have a diet soda, but I'm starting to reset with you guys. I'm gonna do it too this week. So one of the books that I like for detox is Clean 7, Supercharge the Body's Natural Ability to Heal Itself, the 1-week breakthrough detox program by Dr. Alejandro Younger. That's a great start to a detox program. It's a 1-week program. And it is pretty restrictive. So again, you can maybe customize that for yourself. It's good to just look at for resources. Websites, Whole30, people have heard of Whole30. That's an experiment that someone did because she had a lot of health issues, and it ended up being, you know, for her, this really great health thing where she gave up a lot of things and it worked out really well for her. Goop also has a really good detox program. And coincidentally enough, Bon Appetit magazine every February puts out their healthy-ish issue, which I love, and I've saved them. I get Apple News, so I get that magazine and I save it. I save some of the articles. It has some really good recipes. So again, there's a lot of resources besides these. These are just a few that I like. If you're interested in intermittent fasting, that book that I've listed there, The Complete Guide to Fasting by Jason Fung, Dr. Jason Fung, is really good because he's a preeminent leader in that field. So if that's something you're interested in, then you can check that out. Okay, but here's our challenge. Maybe you're thinking of giving up some sugar. Maybe you're thinking of giving up more than that, but maybe we'll start with the sugar. I know I'm going to start with the sugar. Sugar Shock, this book, is actually really great. It has the hidden sugar in your food and 100 smart swaps to cut back. So, some tips from that I think are really great. Eat protein first thing in the morning to curb sugar cravings. If you eat sugary stuff, your body's going to want more sugar. If you drink sugary stuff, and that doesn't matter if it's diet soda or natural sugar, your body's going to want more sugar. So, if you want to eat protein, I would maybe say scrambled eggs or hard-boiled, whatever kind of eggs you want to eat. If you want Greek yogurt has a lot of protein, you could add some unsweetened coconut. I'm okay with fruit because fruit's good for you. So I don't eliminate fruit at all. But you could do a savory yogurt if you wanted to. That sounds gross to me, but some people might like it. Which brings me, I'm gonna drink lots of water. We all know we have to drink lots of water, but that actually has been proven to help curb some sugar cravings. So drinking water is helpful. Embracing new tastes. So because you're not having sugar, cinnamon has a lot of flavor. I add that to my tea. I drink a hot cinnamon tea and I try not to put any sugar in it. So that's a flavor that's pretty strong. Unsweetened coconut is a way to sweeten things without added sugar, and that's pretty healthy and it's got good fat in it. Dates are a sweet flavor that you can make things with. And then there's some savory flavors that have a lot of flavor, like curry or turmeric, and you can kind of experiment with different herbs to kind of give yourself a lot of flavor. And then it says prepare yourself. Plan ahead. So initially I made this last slide with the no sugar recipes only. And I was like, okay, we're gonna go hardcore, no sugar. And the ones on the left have no added sugar at all. They have just fruit as their sugar base. And the first one I think has dates. So the second one's bananas and the third one has 5 different smoothie recipes, all with different fruits. The other one, I was like, oh, people might want to just give up processed or candy. And they might be like, I don't think I'm ready to go, it's too hardcore. So those have, like the gluten-free apple and cinnamon oatmeal has maple syrup. The peanut butter banana muffins has only a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And the protein balls, I make those 2 bottom things constantly every week. They're my staple. That only has a 1/3 cup of honey for a whole batch. So it's not a lot of sugar, and they're all natural sugars. So those are some options. The gluten-free, what I like about all those is you can kind of swap things in and out to suit yourself. You can change that by adding coconut. You can change the banana muffins. Some of them have chocolate chips. I don't put the chips in because I don't like chocolate, but you could do that. Okay, and thank you. There's my email and my website. If you want to have any questions, feel free to email me. And I guess we can ask it quickly because it's 2:30 and now we want to. So if we have a couple quick questions, we could put the chat on.
Yeah, or you can unmute yourself at this point.